Now, your company, I know this because I've worked with Lloyd's Register in the past, on specifically on topics of simple pressure vessels and pressure equipment, and I know that your company has done a lot to educate and to raise the awareness of the market. The newest initiative is a specific app for the iPhone, and I saw it's also available for Android. Maybe you can tell a little bit more about that app and how it came about. Why did you start developing that app?
Well, it's part of our ethos of education of dissemination of knowledge. The app actually was originally developed by a Dutch colleague in our Rotterdam office. Mm-hmm. Out of his own initiative, he took it on. He developed the app based because people were asking him, his clients were asking him for something that would readily assist them in making a judgment of what was the best code or what their pressure plant required to meet. And so from there he developed this, and it was run for a little time on our well, it still is on our website. We took it from there because obviously communication is a very fast developing area, and from going from paper copies and distributing magazines and pamphlets, we've gone onto the websites. Mm-hmm. And I think now a lot of our clients are using smartphones, tablets. This is where communications will go. Mm-hmm. And we would like to be part of that development. This PED app, we took this as it's the first one in energy, Lloyd's Register Energy. Our marine department also uses apps to communicate changes in rules and regulations, and we've used this as an example. We hope it's not it's the first within my sector of the business, but we certainly don't see it as being the last. We would like to, and we hope that, depending on the feedback we get from clients and people like yourselves, then we will look to further develop apps, as we believe this is this is the way that communication, that transmission of knowledge will go.
If you would have to point out one single thing about this app, what would it be? How does this app help your customers?
I think in terms of their work, it helps. It can give them confidence. It can help them make a decision. It can assist them assist their clients. It's a good check for them. They can readily use it quickly. They get a quick question from particularly what module would it be applicable? What is the direction we should go with this order? They can quickly get an answer from it. From there, they can then contact us or contact their other notified bodies to get the more detailed information. But it gives them that initial and direction in which to go. So and it gives it to them very readily, very quickly, and we believe, and hopefully it will. Our whole goal is to say, is promoting safety, promoting reliability, and therefore promoting business.
I will tell you what I particularly like about this app. I think the pressure equipment directive is one of the most complicated directives from the set of the CE marking directives. If you compare them to EMC, low voltage pressure equipment directive is rather complicated, and I think this has to do with two main reasons. First of all, it is very difficult to decide whether a product will fall under the pressure equipment directive because, well, it starts with an overpressure and underpressure of 0.5 bar, but it has a very long list of exclusions. And also, it's the system of classifying under which category your pressure equipment will fall is very, very complicated. And I will add screenshots of the app later, but in which I can show how actually you can very easily select on the basis of, for example, whether your product is a vessel, a piping. You can make a selection, go through all the questions that are basically relevant, and then come to a classification very, very quickly. So this is what I like very much about this app.
That's kind of you to say so. I think that is good feedback, and we welcome feedback from it, and of course then with feedback we can develop further.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If people find it user friendly, the interface user friendly, then we would welcome feedback on opinions, and then with that we can then take it further development.
Yeah. You have introduced this app in August, as I believe. Do you have any feedback on how it was received by the industry so far?
Yeah, well, we're correlating feedback all the time, and so far so good. I think it goes along the lines. The feedback we've had is some of the stuff that you've just said now. That it gives confidence. It helps people go through they can read the directives, and it becomes a little bit overwhelming. But they can sometimes, they can go through it themselves. And then using this app, they can do if you like, a double check, it gives them the confidence that they're going in the right direction and choosing the right methodology for construction of their plant.
Mm-hmm. Are there any plans currently for other applications at this moment, maybe for other directives?
Yeah, well, again, that's one of the that's one of the feedbacks we would welcome. Is what do you want? If this one was, as I said, the originator of this was one of our people, one of our staff in our Rotterdam office, who was listening to his clients, and they were wanting some, quick reassurance and some methodology of, if you like, as you mentioned, cutting through some of the complications of the code, and he produced it for that. So again, we would welcome any feedback from yourselves, from our customers, where they're finding difficulties, and then we will look to develop. And one area that we are looking at now is actually slightly away from this direct standard, but is looking at just choosing vendors and for manufacturers themselves to be able to assess their own competencies or in the production of specific. Looking at, call it inspection, where we would be looking at a vendor assessment, or a small risk assessment of the component. What's the risk in the component itself, And then coupled with looking at the vendor, where is the vendor strong, where are they weak? We're not saying vendors are bad, poor, or good. We are just trying to show where they are strong, where they are weak. And if you know if a vendor knows where they are weak, then that's where we can put the effort into inspection, into intervention, into assisting, helping overcome that weakness, and then you're getting a product that meets everybody's requirements. Mm-hmm. So that's one area we're sort of looking at developing that area in an app form, a vendor checklist format. That is, but we would be very open to suggestions and would welcome them. Because we are, in effect, we are driven. We are obviously driven by what the industry requires.
Mm-hmm. If people want to know more about Lloyd's Register, where can they go to?
On the app, it's Lloyd's Register. We're on the website. They can contact me personally, Robin Pickup at li.org. They can contact our local offices. We have a network of offices. And on our website, if they go to our website, www.li.org, that lists all the website for their local representatives. And if they contact those people, then I'm sure they'll get a speedy response and assistance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.